rasa tak patut tu sebab kita Malaysia ni negara Islam kan. Lepas tu dia nak buat macam negara dia datang kat sini, lepas tu dia buat macam negara dia nak cium-cium semua tu. Bagi tak respect lah. Kita ni ada undang-undang. Tapi yang saya tengok komen kat TikTok tu semua macam kata macam sokong lah Mamat ni buat. Tapi bagi saya macam, kau Islam kot. Takkan kau nak tengok benda tu. Benda kau boleh fikir sendiri lah. Dah besar kot. Prefer saya baik kita buat, jangan terlampau konsert tu, jangan terlampau lebihan. Ada limit-limit dia. Bagi saya kalau cium lelaki perempuan ke lelaki-lelaki ke nak open tu tak payahlah. Kita negara Islam pun kita perlu respect lah. Kita ada agama bangsa. Setiap bangsa mestilah ada agama masing-masing. Tak semua boleh ni. Macam negara dia memanglah bebas sebab negara dia dekat luar. Tapi kita ni dia kena faham sendiri lah. Dia datang kat sini, dia kena tahu sikit undang-undang kat sini. Jangan buat kepala dia kat sini.
Betul-betul. Jadi kalau bagi abang lah, apa perlu kita buat untuk buat macam orang kat TikTok lah, apa kata diorang ni macam sokong lah. Apa patut abang rasa kita perlu buat untuk buat diorang ni lebih tahulah pasal benda ni, untuk benda ni tak boleh sebenarnya macam tu.
Bagi saya, pendapat saya untuk yang komen yang bangsa-bangsa sini banyak-banyak kan bertaubat lah. Banyak-banyak kan tengok TikTok ustaz. Tengok apa hukum ni kan, apa hukum tu. Ni jangan nak main sokong sebab kau IC Islam. Takkan dekat kepala otak kau Islam. Takkan nak bebas. Itulah abang komen saya. Bagi saya rakyat Malaysia ni ada yang separuh dia okey. Yang separuh ni terlampau nak enjoy. Kita negara Islam ni kita ada undang-undang, dia ada nak benda dari Islam pun cakap kita nak apa orang kata nak happy pun ada limit dia. Jangan lebihan. Itu je lah komen saya.
For me, I actually did not support all the LGBT since this is like a Muslim country. So for me, like memang tak support lah, like tak support, but I did like respect them as a human also. And for me, like as you said, that the concert stuff, I think diorang tak sepatutnya lah, not supposed to do that kind of stuff, especially like when you come into our country, you need to respect our rules and everything. I think since like it's public, right? I think some people might like sokong and some people like tak. So you have like banyak opinion lah, and by the end we cannot even do anything, right? It's other people's opinion, so you just accept it. I think like for me, like I'm just a normal human, I cannot do anything, but I think the government can do something. Like the government maybe can do like a stricter rules about all of this like LGBT stuff. Yeah. I actually do have a friends that support this thing, and I like did not say anything. Obviously, I just keep quiet and see their life and everything. I did not support them.
Okay, thank you. That's all for us. Thank you very much for your support.
The incident kind of caught me off guard, but I wasn't really surprised lah, because similar act was pulled off by the band during the shows in the UAE, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the moment Matty was walking towards his bassist and started to make out, I know for sure that something's gonna happen. Like, they obviously gonna get banned and sue, which it did happen about a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I was actually pretty bummed lah, because I went there to see the Strokes. Actually, I've been waiting for them for years, but then having the festival being cancelled just like that by the authorities was really a party pooper, I would say.
Personally, I think it was really out of the blue. I feel like it's an impulsive move being made by the artist, and I find it unnecessary in the context and situation. So yeah, that's how I feel about the whole incident.
Well, the decision of a band or any artist to speak out against a country's LGBTQ laws in general is a matter of personal and artistic expression, I would say. Because artists and celebrities often use their platform to raise awareness on these social issues and advocate for what they believe is right. So LGBTQ rights and discrimination against the LGBTQ community are topics of, I would say, global concern. Yeah, and different individuals and organizations definitely have like varying views on these matters. So, in conclusion, whether one agrees or disagrees with the band's decision to speak out against Malaysia's LGBTQ laws depends on the individual beliefs and perspectives. Because some may support the band's advocacy and some may not. So, yeah.
For me, personally, I don't agree with the 1975 going against the country's LGBTQ laws because I feel like it's counterproductive. They single-handedly dismiss the efforts being made by the minority LGBTQ community here. I feel like it's more provocative when they do that instead of actually being constructive and contributing to the whole agenda. I also feel like it's really disrespectful, especially when you're someone that comes from a foreign country and yeah, you just act aggressive and impulsive like that. I think it's really out of place for me personally. Yeah.
To me, it's pretty disrespectful. I believe it's really disrespectful, knowing that Malaysia is an Islamic country with multiracial people, and not to mention, the Malaysian government has a conservative stance on this LGBTQ rights, which I'm pretty sure the people's religions and beliefs are against those acts. So, yeah, it's actually pretty important for these celebrities or public figure and all that to approach this kind of discussion about cultural sensitivity with nuance, while artists should be free to express their opinions, but it is also important to respect the cultural norms and values of a certain country.
Yes, I do think that what they did was disrespectful because I think it's in conflict with what our Malaysian community believes in. Here we do have this unified sense of being respectful of each other's beliefs, and some things are better left unsaid. So I think what they're doing here might not be as fruitful as they thought. It's actually it actually backfires more to the whole community here, especially the small LGBTQ community that we have here.
Question of whether artists should get involved in politics is a matter of personal choice, I would say, because some artists choose to engage in political activism as a way to use their influence on social change, while others prefers to keep their art separate from politics.
I think artists shouldn't get involved in politics solely because politics is a whole new realm. Unless they really want to, there are cases where previously in history where artists actually get involved in politics, but that is really like a 1% chance or a 1% ratio compared to the masses, the rest of the artists that we have worldwide. So, do I think the artists should get involved in politics? Not really. It depends on the context, but if you're really just in there for the popularity, I think that's really wrong. If you really involving yourself in politics for the sake of helping the people and making things better and trying to really fight for what's right, I think there's no problem with that. It doesn't matter whether the person is an artist or not, actually. It's just, I guess, how they perceive it and how willingly they want to commit. Yeah.
So what from what I believe, like I'm not exactly against LGBTQ, but I'm also not. I don't support them as well. I have my beliefs and I believe they also have things that they believed in. So, yeah, I don't support that. I don't support it, but I don't against it as well because I have gay friends, I have bisexual friends, homosexual friends as well. And yeah, there are people too, and I think as much as what they believed in is against the main, I would say the main religion in this country, but they're still human, I would say. And yeah, I mean, probably you can compromise a few things without having anyone getting hurt.
I have to say, the whole topic is definitely politicized. I think the LGBTQ community here, in some ways, are mistreated, at least when it comes to laws and authority. But on a society level, I think when it comes to safety, the queer people here still feel safe. I mean, there are cases where, like, let's say for example, like in more authoritarian countries like Russia, where they are more aggressive and brutal to the minorities. But in the context of Malaysia, I do think that the Malaysian government treated badly, has given bad treatment to the LGBTQ community. I think it is very much most likely due to the demographics and the religious and social history of this country. We have a long way to go before we exercise good basic human rights for them, especially for the minorities here. But I do have hope. I do think that we do have a bright future when it comes to that. But as of now, definitely a lot of politicizing and blackscaping, So I think, yeah, I think the Malaysian government definitely needs to improve the way they treat the LGBTQ community because religion aside, race aside, they are still a part of Malaysia. They are still a part of the community, and a good portion of them are directly contributing to the economy. So I think they do deserve at least some sort of basic human rights for everyone else. Maybe there are guidelines and maybe there are boundaries that need to be set. But I think we can work on that. Yeah.